Alright, hello, hello. So this time I'm going to talk about basically two documentaries about this very specific topic. And it's about the Darien Gap, which is a national park mainly controlled by cartels that shares a border with the north end of South America, Colombia, and the southern end of Central America, Panama. So at the Colombian Panama border, there's like no road. There's no, for cars to drive through because it's just hard to maintain and it's dangerous. And so a lot of migrants who travel from South America and want to go, for example, usually to the U.S., they have to travel through or walk through the Darien Gap, which is one of the only ways really to get there. And actually, I should have done this before. I'm going to pull up a picture of the Darien Gap so you might be able to visualize exactly where this is. Yeah, so this is Colombia here, and this is Panama. The Darien Gap is here in the Darien province. As you can see, the yellow lines are roads, and there are no roads through this Darien Gap. So anyone in South America here who wants to go to the US because of limited options, yeah, they travel through here. So the first documentary that I think is the best one is one from a CNN from the Whole Story with Anderson Cooper series, and it's called The Trek: A Migrant Trail to America, and it is on YouTube, and there are several parts. I think as a whole it might be around an hour, like 45 minutes long to an hour. And this is a good documentary because actually one of the reporters joins a group of migrants and actually travels with them through the Darien province. And I feel like they kind of got their end of the stick in a sense because it's really interesting how the cartels are portrayed in this documentary. Because I used to see them as just, you know, sort of usually a bad influence overall on society, and of course I still believe that, but you see how they do try to create some sort of like stability with the migration that they do control. So like there are some small good things they do. I'm not going to say this is the way it should be, but it just is. And I think having a CNN reporter, especially someone who's like obviously white skinned, probably, I don't know, go with this group of migrants through the Darien Gap, I think, yeah, they don't encounter as much violence as usual. There are stories of people who are murdered if they don't have enough money, and there's of course a lot of thieving from different like gangs or cartels in the mountains and the jungle, which is the type of, yeah, natural environment that they're crossing through. And there's a lot of sort of lying from the people who control this route, saying, "Oh, it's going to get easier," or "You're almost there." It's not the case. So anyway, yeah, it's probably the best documentary I've seen on the topic. The second one is from Al Jazeera, and it's called "Pan American Gateway to Hope." Pan America meaning the whole American, like, I don't know, land, South, Central, and North America. Um, yeah, like similar thing. There is no reporter though actually with the migrants in this one, so that's why I don't recommend this one so much. But still, it is informative. It is shorter if you want to watch like a shorter version. And I guess like to talk about. I mean, obviously, yeah. So the reason why there are people migrating through this dangerous Darien Gap is because it's the only option a lot of people have, and there are a lot of people from around this area that do migrate. I mean, Venezuelans, of course, a lot of Venezuelan migrants fleeing that country because of economic reasons. Same with the people in Haiti and yeah, other nearby places. Because even though like Haiti, that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry. So even though Haiti is closer to Florida than the Darien province, it's just, there's no like it's difficult because the U.S. has boundaries, and understandably, of course. So the only way that a lot of these people in this area, even people from like China in the documentary, there were some Chinese people who want to go to America, and for some reason the only way they could do it was through this Darien Gap. So yeah, just it's like an interesting yeah, phenomenon that is obviously still happening now. And it's probably statistics are probably getting worse as far as I know. This documentary from CNN was made, oh, 2 months ago. You know what? That's pretty recent. Okay. Actually, this is a pretty good documentary. If there are stats in this documentary, it's probably pretty good. And of course, like following the reporter, yeah, you see like the struggles of like the physical landscape that one must pass, through, and sort of like all the hurdles when it comes to like paying the right type of people, saving money, and if you get stuck, like what happens if you don't have money anymore. And yeah, it's hard. I mean, I think for the most part, even in the documentary, you see that most people who do cross the Darien Strait, or at least like while they're going through it, like they regret it. Like they thought it would be easier, but it was just more dangerous than they thought. And like yeah, a crazy, interesting, unfortunate thing that's just happening when it comes to migration in this part of the world. So that's all I want to talk about. This documentary again, the Trek, A Migrant Trail to America from the CNN series, the whole story with Anderson Cooper, and from Al Jazeera, the Pan American Gateway to Hope. Talk to Al Jazeera in the Field series, and they are both on YouTube for free. So, if anything, if any of that sounds interesting to you, yeah, check it out. Until then, take it easy, y'all, and peace.